Hi guys, and welcome back to Soul Pump Fitness. Today I'm going to do a special workout using the feet up. The feet up is an incredible tool that actually helps you to get into inversions. Very cool, especially if you haven't done them before and you're a little bit apprehensive to do so. It's wonderful for stretching, for doing strength training, like I said, inversions of all kinds. And pre-COVID, we used to actually have these and teach group class with this here at Soul Pump Studio, but we still definitely use this on our own, and it's just a very fun way to train and to move your body. So check it out. What you need is your feet up and a mat. Let's get started. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to place your feet up at the end of your yoga mat, and we're going to do a couple dynamic stretches to warm up our body first. We're going to play for about 10 minutes. So my hands are going to go at the end of the feet up on the wooden parts, and my feet are going to walk back into plank. I'm going to take my left leg and bring it outside of the feet up, and I'm going to stretch my right hip flexor forward. Notice that your shoulders are drawn down, they're relaxed. Take another breath here. Rotate your leg, gently place to your left, and switch to right. What I love about this is that the hip flexor is such an important stretch for your lower back, and the feet up is very supportive. You don't have to go down to the floor to get into the stretch. You can be a little bit up so it's not as intense, but very supportive still. And now we're going to do a downward dog on the feet up. So keeping your hands there, walk the front foot back. Gently guide the heels towards the floor. Reach the heels there, stretch the calves and the hamstrings. And gently press your palms into the wooden two parts. I need to find a proper name for that. Stretch and walk your body back up. We're going to place our head through the hole and rest our shoulders on top of the pad. So the head goes through, the shoulders are going to be supported. And I'm going to be on my toes. So make sure your body is balanced, your core is drawn in. You're going to clasp your hands from behind you and open your chest. Resting here for a moment. And if you want to, you can even gently bring your heels once again down towards the floor so you keep getting the calf stretch as you're opening your shoulders and your chest. Gently release your hands, walk your feet back, rest your knees on the floor, and then walk your knees back as well. Your hands will go onto the wood, and then draw your forehead towards the ground to stretch out your shoulders in a child's pose. Your shoulders are more elevated here than in a traditional child's pose, which for me feels really good because I feel a deeper stretch. And then walk your body back. Okay, so we're going to begin with actually just an arm exercise before we go into inversions. So I'm going to place my palms at the end of the wood. I'm going to walk my feet forward. I'm going to lift my chest, and I'm going to bend the elbows and engage the triceps as I go back to the top. You can make this more challenging by walking your feet further out and doing the same thing. So find resistance that feels good for you. Engage the core as you go up, and make sure that the elbows don't flare to the side. So keep the elbows in close to the body, in alignment with the shoulders. We'll just do a few more here. So this is a wonderful exercise to activate the back arms. One more time, and coming back. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're just going to warm up the hamstrings and the legs. So I'm going to use this part of the feet up as a point of reference for how low I'm going to go in my balance. So my left leg is going to be on the floor, engaging the core, really long spine. I'm going to kick my back leg, my right leg, back as I reach down and gently touch the feet up and come up. When you do handstands or when you invert or shoulder stands, your legs are above your hips. So you really need those muscle groups to stay engaged so you have that balance when you're in the air. So right now we're just engaging this muscle as we prepare for that lift. Let's switch our leg. We'll do a few on the other side. Come down slow. Try not to rest your palms on the wood. Try just to touch it very gently. We'll do two more. Last one. Okay. So coming back up, we're going to place our head through the hole and rest once again, shoulders on the pad. My hands are going to grab the end of the wood right before it curves down. I'm on my toes, and you can do a couple little bounces first to feel how your shoulders are supported, feel your core. So you can do a couple little jumps and down. You have your hands to grip the wood. You definitely want to pull your core in. And now let's try for a full lift. So we're going to pause once we get the legs up, the knees over the hips, engage the core, and then lift the feet to the ceiling. And breathe. Make sure that you have energy that's going all the way out through the toes. Engage your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes. Now when you're in an inversion, blood is coming down to the brain and to the heart. So you may feel some sensation there that you don't normally do when you're standing straight up. This is a great thing. It's sending blood with ease to parts of your body that usually has to work a little harder to receive it. So right now, all that blood is coming down. We're going to slowly make our way out of this inversion, bending the knees. With control, bring your feet back to the floor. And then keep your head there for a moment so that way the blood has a second to just make its way back down. And then make your way out. Leave your hands on the wood, step your knees back, and we'll go into a child's pose for a moment before we go back up. Awesome. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to practice opening the legs to the side. I'm going to scoot this over just a little bit because I have this wall here. So once again, we're going to enter the same way, and then we're going to spread the legs to the side and bring them back in. This will work a little bit more of inner thighs, outer thighs, in addition to the core. So my head is going to go through. I'm going to prop up on my toes. I'm going to use my hands. I'm going to engage my triceps and my shoulders. I'm going to lift up. Keep lifting those knees. And then open the legs. And what's really cool about this too is that your legs are getting a big stretch. The feet are being pulled down to the floor. The legs are being open. And then we're going to slowly bring the legs back in. And we'll just do that one more time. And open. Keep breathing, keep feeling your body. Keep sending energy through the legs, through the feet. Bring them back in. And make your way down. Walk your knees back. Let's take another stretch. Always good to reset. And we'll do one more today. There is so much you can do on this. So much fun stuff. You can add in like quick movements, going up, going to the side, twists, just tons of stuff. But today is a little bit more of like, let's just get introduced to this tool. So the next one we're going to do is we're going to use our core a little bit. So we're going to go into the initial extension that we did, the first one, and then we're going to bend the knees down and then lift back up. Easiest way for me to do is demonstrate. So you're here, you extend the legs. This is how we started in the first movement while we inverted, but now let's add in a little more core. You're going to engage your core, see if your knees can touch the arms or come down as low as you feel comfortable, and then extend, squeeze your stomach, reach back up. Coming down and up. Let's do 3 more of those. You can go down as far as you feel comfortable. 2. And last one. And slowly make your way down. Take a pause, let the blood come back up. And we're just going to do those same stretches that we started with to finish today together. So we're going to step our right foot forward, stretch the back legs, rotate to the other side, step the front leg back, a little bit of a downward dog, and then gently drop down to the knees. Walk your knees back and stretch your lower back and shoulders, child's pose. Take a breath in and out. And walk your body back. So the feet up is a very unique tool. It allows you to be creative. It allows to send energy through your body. Guys, thank you for joining us. please check out our full website below. And on there we do have prenatal movement series, we have full-length workout videos. Let us know what you want to see next, and always have a wonderful life.